So, hello, welcome back to another quick tip, which is one has two aspects. It's a bit about removing an irritating big letter thingy on your display, but also about hiding your histogram. I personally am more irritated about hiding the histogram. But before we get into it, let me move myself a bit to the other, another position over there. So a small update. Finally, the small rig new L bracket, the Pro bracket is shipping. So if you got your shipping messages today, cool. Just because there was some discussion about you can still not remove the battery well on a Arca plate. I want to show you that indeed it works because I ran out of battery. So let me put a new battery in there, and then we can go back into the menu. So click it in, close up the door, close up the other door, and we are ready again to go. I could have done it in the middle, but okay. So let's get going. Let's turn the camera on and let's go to the tip that we really want to talk about. So yeah, like before, we are going into the menu and yeah, show you a bit what we are talking about. So let me go into split view again. So here we are. Like I explained it before, it's a little bit squished, and the reason why I do that is that you can see both of the images completely, and I think that makes more sense. So that you can see what I'm doing, and if need be, I can also switch to a different camera and show you from the other side what I'm doing. Does that make sense in this case? No, it doesn't make any difference, so this should be fine. So let's get going. So if you go into the menu, so what we are talking about basically is that if I move any of my dials, that I still see my histogram. So let me first put it on the histogram only. You see, if I move my dials, it shows me down at the lower part the changing of the settings, right? So if there's a front one, you can see the exposure is on there, which by the way is not a tip, but not for now. So let me, just to be complete, put it into manual mode. So you can see that the front dial is now doing my shutter speed and my back dial is doing my aperture. This makes perfect sense. So you can see that my histogram is still in the picture. And that's the important thing, because that's where, for me, the problem started. So let's go into the menu and show you where you can change this. Let me go to the full screen menu. There we are. Now it should be in tab number 2, and I think it was page number 6, top of my head. Yeah, there's something here called exposure set guide. Now, if no default, it's on. So let me turn it on and show you what happens then. And that's how I got into this problem. So now if I use, so let's go back to the split view. Now if I use the front or the back dial, watch what happens. It shows me this big, kind of double, because it's already in the bottom part, numbers. That's already irritating in my personal view, but the worst thing is now I don't get my f-stop anymore. So if I do nothing, you can see, so my f-stop, my histogram anymore. So now you can see my histogram is over there, but if I start moving around, the histogram is gone. Which is kind of silly, because I want to see the histogram because I'm changing my settings, right? So again, go to the menu, go to page flap number 2, and then page number 6. Let me put it full screen again, and then turn exposure set guide to off. And it will have two results. First, if I move it, you'll see that now the histogram is fully there. And it doesn't show you the silly big numbers anymore. Again, in split view, you can see that you can still see your histogram, which is very useful in many cases, right? Of course, it happens on all different settings. So also when you're changing your ISO, right, you sort of have the same thing. You still see, if you put it on a dial, right? So if you put it on a dial correctly, then it should still show you the histogram, as you can see. Hope this makes sense. Yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. I'm not sure what the next one will be. I'm kind of redoing all these videos in random order. Basically what's happening, if I see a question online that's somehow related to a video that I already made before, I just reshoot the video, put it in a new playlist, and share it to you guys. So hopefully you enjoy this list. If you've already seen them before, sorry for that. Please subscribe and hit the notification button if you like these videos. I'm also putting them all in a playlist, so the idea now is if you see one of them and you just keep watching, you should see all of them one after another. So thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.